Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Sunday, 27 February. And there could be a Canadian consequences and a Canadian fate for Bitcoin as well. If you're not in the Discord, join me into the Discord, guys. This is where I want you to actually come in and settle down for us as well. Feeling kind of bad for the Ukrainian, but today I want to talk about a story. But I'm gonna talk about it later, tomorrow maybe, some other day. But this update is kind of important because we want to do the update and not the stories. It's been quite late with the updates. I apologize, right? And anyway, the next thing we want to see for Bitcoin right now, there's not any progress at all. We cannot say where it wants to go. It's kind of sideways and a boring movement as always with Bitcoin. But one thing is very clear: you are being resisted, and you are being resisted at the 4-hour time frame with the EMAs at this point of time. So if I bring in those EMAs, you can already see it's struggling to get above the EMAs. It did go above it a little bit, but the EMAs won, and it's still pushing the prices to the downside. So there's no clear winner right now. There's no anywhere that I can say where you want to actually go and dump from. It's sort of like you're making a little bit of a box right here. Yesterday, what you did is you were making an ascending triangle, just like that, and you broke out of an ascending triangle, and then you went back to where you formed the triangle. So that one is played out. But the matter in hands right now is that you're still gonna have the resistance up here nearly the 39,424. I do know yesterday we talked about the bullish side and 50k side of it. That's still in play. It is in play, but sorry. The C wave is in play, not the 50k. Sorry. Now the C wave and the 50k. Let's talk about the 50k. If you want to see that 50k or 40k, 47k, whatever, I told you there's a condition always. You have to meet this 42,000 level and hold it, and then you start to push, and then the journey climbs up. And it's not even guarantee you're gonna go there, but then you're gonna find resistance at the 44, 46, 47, and then boom, potentially go to the 50. Right now, you're not in any decision making situation. You're not even there. You're not there. But I'm taking a lot of hint from the altcoins that anything can go to the south, and you can start to dump. But tomorrow is Monday, and normally during the Mondays, I don't think crypto really dumps at all. They don't dump in Monday. So today's Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, and I told you I'm still waiting for Bitcoin to actually make that monthly closing in the next coming few days, which is gonna be nearly there in one day, 15 hours. Yeah, we still have, like, let's say maximum 2 days to actually see what Bitcoin is going to do today and tomorrow, basically. Okay, tomorrow is going to be what we see how Bitcoin is going to close. So basically we're going to talk about this doji, but before that one, we're going to talk about the Canadian, and before the Canadian, let's go into the smaller time frames, and I want to see the smaller time frame fib retracements as well, and let's talk about the fib retracements in the small time frame. Yeah, so here we are, and let's take everything that I can possibly see. Yep, so last time I took the bottom to the top right there, and you're still holding, you see, you're kind of above the zero point 0.5 at this point of time. You're holding that point, and you are still above the golden ratio, which is the 0.618. So that's what is good for continuation. And that's why I told you, look, even the line that I draw, this blue line yesterday, there is a 0.236 resistance up there with the fib retracement. So everything is holding up, and that's why I say you have to really go above this line, hold this line potentially, to start to create that momentum to potentially push to the upside. It can happen, it's possible, but at this time there is no confirmation of that to happen at all. Okay, there's even no confirmation of a downtrend. There's nothing. It's just, let's say you're stuck in a place where you have to make a decision. Probably I'm gonna have to come with a part two critical update if we get any decisions and a confirmation, as I always do. Then we're gonna see where Bitcoin is gonna go. Can it go down? Can it go up? Some of the coins are also showing reversals. Okay, they are like oversold. The RSI is oversold. There's fear in the market. You're doing every single little thing to actually go to the upside and be bullish once again. And there are even other coins like, let's say, Solana. Okay, I'm just gonna give you an example here with Solana. You have a head and shoulder, and you have a something pending to go to the $62. You do have a price that pends to go down there because you still have left shoulder, head, and the right shoulder, and you never went to this technical target at all, and you're still not above the neckline. Everything is at resistance, at least for this time. That's for sure. Solana is at resistance point. I'm going to show you Solana on the daily. It was being rejected on the daily, by the way. Now you might say that yes, it's a Bitcoin video, but you have to take hints from altcoins. Look, you were rejected 2 times yesterday. Just look at that. Boom, boom, and then right now you're below the 10 EMA. You're being rejected right there. One more thing I'm going to show you is with Sandbox on the monthly time frame, and the monthly is gonna give us a little bit of a hint if Bitcoin is gonna go down, and it could go down. Do you know why? We have three black crows on sand. All right, so you have this first black red candle, second red candle, and the third red candle. This could actually pump a little bit to the upside and then go to the downside. Okay, so that's just how the three black crows work. And by the way, on the monthly time frame, it's going to take 30 days for us to understand. So what about the Canadian to USDT? Yesterday, I happened to actually watch a video or a vlog from one of the Forex people who are trading. And yeah, it's not USDT, it's Canadian to USD, US dollars. Yeah. And as I was watching their vlog, there was just a very quick, very quick, scene came into the picture where I actually noticed something very similar with what Bitcoin did Canadian dollar did in 2017. So I'm gonna show you that one. That was just out of nowhere. I wasn't even trying to see that, but it just came out of nowhere. And where is that, guys? I actually saw something with the Canadian dollar. Right. Actually, it wasn't Canadian to USD. It was USD to Canadian, and yeah. So here we are. So something happened during that time in 2017, where you had first red candle, second red candle, third red candle, just what Bitcoin made on the monthly, and then you had an inverted hammer. So what I'm gonna do is first of all hide that EMA and zoom in into this one, and let's look at this. So this is what I want you to pay attention to. Even though you had that inverted hammer, you had a doji or whatever, you still had a dump to the downside, okay, with USD to CAD. So that was from there to there like 3 to 4% drop to the downside, right? But 3 to 4% USD drop means way big drop, like even 30% drop for Bitcoin to the downside. That's just how it is. And if you do drop that much down, Bitcoin has a support at the $24,000. So it's really important to actually notice this one up. But then afterwards, from this place, you actually start to pick up to continue to the upside. So you might see something very similar to this one. It could happen. It could happen. And I told you about the ladder bottom, bullish ladder bottom. That isn't confirmed because you have the whole March, like 30 days, the whole next month to actually print that big green candle. But what if you just print the red candle? Because if you start to see an inverted hammer, don't jump to take in trades because you saw it, because that's confirmation bias. You didn't confirm anything. So in order for us to even say you're going to be that bullish, you have to wait for the next 30 days actually to print that big green candle instead of actually going to the downside like that. If you make that big green candle, boom, you're making a morning star and you're making a bullish bottom ladder, and then from there, that's where you move and pick to the upside. So I just saw this thing and I wanted to point it out. So let's go to the BLX, or Bitcoin in general even, and here we are on the Phoenix. I'm going to open it up and yep, zoom out of everything. Let's go back to where we saw this. So look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a very similar structure to what USD to CAD has right there. So what is it gonna be? This is crazy. I'm really happy that I just accidentally found that particular scenario that played out and happened out. So one red candle, second red candle, third red candle, and then that's some sort of an inverted hammer, and then you had a big drop to the downside, boom, something like that, and that would take you to 26,700 and something. But that's That's something that still has to be answered, right? We don't know anything. So next month, looking at sand, by the way, just look at sand, okay? Look at sand. Three black crows, okay? Sand is saying that I want to go even way more down potentially and drop. So in order for that to happen, Bitcoin has to drop. Solana says I want to drop even more. Bitcoin has to drop for that one to happen. So I don't know. At this point of time, it's hard to actually make any decisions. It will be really, really early to make any decisions, as a matter of fact. But one thing I want to say, before I close the update, is that you are still not confirming an uptrend just yet. There's no any confirmation of an uptrend at this point of time. There is no decision in the market. It's just there. It's just making small green and red candles and a sideways movement as usual. Apart from that, I don't see anything to say it's up or down. Even as a matter of fact, I told you already, hold this level, and then you have that chance to actually start to make slow progress to go to the upside. And instead of us printing that down dump, you can see Bitcoin actually start to move to the upside and make a bullish ladder bottom, as I talked about yesterday. If you don't know about it, watch the yesterday's update. You're going to see how that candlestick is going to form on the monthly time frame. So the monthly is really, really shady. Okay, the monthly time frame is absolutely shady, and all we need right now is a clear confirmation of things. Okay, do you want to break to the downside? That's it. It's an investing opportunity. Do you want to go to the upside? We're gonna start to, maybe I'm gonna probably give a signal on my Discord. Guys, we're gonna go buy back. Bitcoin is healthy once again. So yeah, that's it for today's Bitcoin update. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.